Hello everyone, and welcome to this unboxing video for Deep Madness's second printing Kickstarter's bonus stuff! Like this box, the Deep Madness Profundum. Yeah, that's definitely meant to be a pun on profound or something like that. But this is a storage box that came with the second Kickstarter, even if all you got was the brand new expansion to said Kickstarter. Or if you just ordered the game. That time. So, I'm hoping there's a couple extra things in here, and not just a box. I've seen foam in a lot of pictures, but I don't know if that's people already had foam or if it's inside, but that's not even what I'm talking about. Although it does come with trays and everything. So, woo, shiny trays. This reminds me a lot of the Super Collector's Box or whatever it was called for Sentinels of the Multiverse, which I still love that thing. Another tray. These are clearly meant for cards and tokens. What looks like a... well, this is more than just an organizing thing. Also, that first one's not in English. But, and then here's some other stuff. But before I move on to these, here's the rest of the box. Just more trays. Even if all this does is store the cards, I will be thankful. I'll be able to break down the epic boxes and put those miniatures into the other boxes in all likeliness. I don't really know, but there is a thing that's here for this. It looks like it doesn't fit miniatures. I believe there was an entire different box that you had to specifically order for that, and I just went, I have the game boxes for that. So, this is probably what I was talking about, but let's get to this first. So this looks like it is the organization list and a new scenario thing? This might actually be new rules. Either a reprint or something. Okay, no. Whatever this is, it's the same thing. I thought this was just a sheet. And this time, the English one's on the bottom. It's usually on the top. Well, whatever. Alright, so, it looks like it is primarily for cards, but there is a section that also holds some of the excess tokens or model replacements of tokens. Specifically, the one I noticed is these two right here are the 3D hatches. Okay, that's kind of cool. I really needed this because this is the game that I have like one of the messiest storages with, and it's just in plastic bags. And yep, this is also where the variant rules are, including easy mode for chapter 1 of the base game, because as much as this game is hard in general, I've heard that this one, from people who have beaten it or just skipped it, is the hardest one, at least early on. Like, the difficulty kind of does this. More like here, but like, boop. Mutated horror variants, clarification for the 4th scenario, increased stamina variant, and then what looks to be a scenario unto itself. 2, actually. Cool. So there's that in its entirety. Now for the things that I was glad were in there, because I'm like, where the hell were they? This is some of the stretch goal, brand new stuff, probably Kickstarter exclusive. Then again, I think this box is. New mechanics. A couple of these are in-community joke things that were then made actual things. Like the fact that the cat, John, was printed gray originally instead of brown, and all the enemy models are gray while the hero models are brown. And for anybody who got the first printing, he was both. The one that was shipped with the investigator that he belongs to was gray, and then the brown one was actually packaged elsewhere as a, whoops, we need to add this. And it looks like we've got 2 Madness cards, one of which is clearly a reference to it, 9 lives. Again, all the rest not in English. And then the 2 monster cards are Evil John, so Evil Kitty Cat, which is a reference to the cat in Aliens, by the way, and the grotesque statue / weird statue. Don't know why it's Like, I know these are actually two different things, and they were miniatures that were like, these serve no purpose, we just thought they were cool, and packaged them with one of the expansions, be that the stretch goal ones, or one of the two actual ones. But now they have actual rules and are a monster, which is kind of cool. The only thing is, they don't have spawning cards by the looks of them, so they probably have rules on them on how to spawn them. Either that, or I missed them. But they might be like the little spider things that you put it as a 7th monster and it just spawns under specific rules instead of the normal ones, which is during this monster's activation, it spawns more. I do not see any sign of the book. I thought there was supposed to be a physical edition of that, and that honestly is a little bit of a segue into the Kickstarter exclusive character. So there's only one of these this time instead of one for each expansion or something like that. I can't remember if there was 2 or 3. I know that there was at least 2. One for each of the regular expansions, but it is Lucas Kane, who I wouldn't be surprised if he's meant to be a reference on the gunslinger from Dark Tower or something like that. But there was supposed to be a book in the setting that came along with him, and not here. Just the normal single investigator package stuff. Which is probably just his cards and various languages of them. And yes, so they did the smart thing and just packaged one card for the randomizer / orator thing. I've got to figure out what to do with one of these because one of them got chewed up by my cat. No, my cat's name is not John. And then the rest are the actual character card, and he is the marine biologist. This is actually the only investigator that is new to the second Kickstarter altogether. Everything else was just monsters, and that was it. There wasn't actually a lot of new stuff to the Kickstarter itself, but I don't mind because that means I didn't have to pay as much. And also, as an added bonus, anything that was released in the previous Kickstarter that I wanted to get in the second one was cheaper. Something that I don't see often done. And that also segues nicely into I got a bag. This is for the Devour token specifically. Nice, pretty printed on thing, so I don't know how well that will stay, but it's still a nice draw bag that I can fit my hand into. Yay! So, while I was fine with just drawing those out of a clear plastic bag that I store them in, it is nice to have a separate bag for them so that, one, I don't need to separate the other tokens that I store in with them, which I wouldn't need to do anymore with this box, but this wasn't a guarantee when I went, okay, I'm going to get this. And this was super cheap. It was pretty much the only excess component I wanted, other than maybe the sleeve, and if they have another Kickstarter, I'll get them then. Alright, that seems to be everything this time around. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to press that like button. If you think somebody else will enjoy this, feel free to share this video. Either way, it'll help this video get seen more. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and press that dislike button. I won't mind, but please leave a constructive comment as to why. Also, feel free to comment in general, such as if you'd like to see me go over any part of this game in more detail, although I would like to start with the core game, so if you request something else, I'll have to get through that first. Or if you want to see anything painted, I do have the monsters from the core game already primed and ready to go, but still no idea on what colors I'm going to pick for them. But also I'm willing to do other things, as per request of you, the viewer. Or if you'd like to hear me talk about the game or setting in general, such as Dawn of Madness, the game at the time of recording this is in its Kickstarter currently. And if you'd like to see more like this, be it more unboxing videos, my board game overviews, or my painting videos, and anything else that I might do on this channel, feel free to subscribe. Regardless, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.